King has returned. Many years ago, this was one of the first places that I went to leave these transmissions for all of you. So much has happened, so many experiences, and they all happened because I had the guts, to start it all. You might have dreams, you might have ideas, and you want to birth something new into the world. You are actually here for greatness. You're a chosen one. You're a chosen person for your entire family lineage, destined to change the world. But in order for you to become the person that you came here to be, you are going to have to leave your home behind. But then you return as the king. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. What a ride it's been. I appreciate everyone that took the journey with me. And I put this all together. You know, sometimes we have an idea in our mind how things are going to play out, but this is a documentation of how this journey, this true ascension journey actually works. Wow. To have the experiences that I've had in the past couple of weeks, really, to see the divine timing, the body tells you, you know, I had to go on the longest journey for greatness. And I'm out here in familiar territory, home field advantage, if you will, to leave you all a message. You might get this message today, and you want to birth something into this world. You, since a child, you said you were here, you were destined for greatness. And I'm here to tell you, you must leave. You must leave home so that you can sit quietly with God, so that you can build a foundation. You build a foundation with God alone. You build a foundation away from your home. And the reason why you must do this is because you are a leader. You are a king. You are a queen. But the people of your everyday life, you know, your coworkers, your family, your friends, the people that, you know, see in the supermarket, you know, they're gonna, you know, always think that you are this person, the idea that they have in their mind of you. They might have seen you, you know, this is a regular guy, a girl in the workplace. You see him in the gym. You see these people, you know, family gatherings, friends that knew you your whole life. You have to leave the world behind. You're going to have to leave your hometown because these people, they might not want to hear, they don't want to hear what you have to say. They're not going to, you know, take you very seriously, if you will. And that's okay. It's really okay because, you know what, like, you become very familiar. You know, and even in the world, if you look at actual everyday life, you know, administration, if you will, you know, when you move up in the building, you kind of like, you are among your peers. You're going to have to go out. You might have to go to a different building. You might have to, you know, go to a totally different area where people are strangers. They don't know who you are. And this is really part of the subconscious. You know, the more things change, the more things stay the same. Okay, I could hear him. Okay, there he is. Okay, but the more things change, the more things stay the same, you know. And, you know, I can look at the frequency of the area, the people, and certain things changed and certain things stayed the same. And the thing is, you are going to be the same, but you're also going to change. You know, when I sat alone with God for over a year, really, and all my time, I spent a lot of time alone over the years, but I had to really focus, and I had to pack everything up, and I had to get far away from everyone, and I had to spend time alone, away from your hometown, away from it all, away from the chatter. Get into silence, because in that silence, you will hear the Word of God. You can't really hear the Word of God sometimes in the big cities, but even in the big cities, you could find a little beautiful nature spot. You know, being here today, leaving you this message, to come full circle, to reflect. This process right now, there's a lot of reflection. There's a lot of, processing emotions, amazing things. You know, when I started this, I didn't really know. And I just had the guts. I had the inexhaustible belief in myself. I didn't know what was going to come of it. And I went on the longest journey. And you might think you level up, you go on your journey, and then there's going to come a time where everything kind of implodes. And I share with people when I talk to them in person, and I don't know if I shared this on YouTube. I was like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Okay, I'm Dorothy. How are you? Okay, I know I'm like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Okay, I had dreams, I had aspirations, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to do these things. You know, I was a science teacher, and I was following the same kind of routine all the time. And how do I get from A to B? You know, I have a great idea, but I don't know, what to do. And everything, it's almost like a time bomb. You know, every aspect of life, it kind of sets you up. And then everything is going to implode. Everything's going to shatter. Every aspect of your life is going to shatter. But it's not a bad thing. It's going to be terrifying when you go through it, right? I'm sure Dorothy was scared. You go in the storm, but it's going to launch you to where you need to be. And then when you get to where you need to be, you sit down, and now you rebuild. And now you're building the foundation. And you might not know, I shared a very powerful video a long time ago. God knows you and your journey better than you know it yourself. So you might not know how to get from A to B. So you go through this storm, and it's going to take you to a new place. A place where you could hear the Word of God alone. We could sit in quiet. And then you go on a journey. And then you do everything yourself. You get under the ground, you build a foundation. No one's going to see you. Some people might not see you for a year, over a year, 100 days, whatever it might be. But there's going to be a time period where no one's going to see you. And you're going to build a foundation. You're going to have so many real life experiences. You're going to meet complete strangers that love you and start to build, and you start to figure out all these things, and people come in and people go, and you go through all of this. And you have all this life experience, and you gather all the evidence that you need. Everything that you need, God is going to give to you. And you take your life experiences, you actually did, you actually accomplished, and then you return home as the king or queen of everyday life. And now your friends, the family, all the people, they're all my family, all the people, they want to hear your stories. They see you. They could see a physical change in you. They're saying, how do you get younger? Oh my God, look at you. You're glowing. I want to hear this story. I can't believe what you did. And now everyone, and it could be the same people that might have taken you for granted. Now they look at you as the king. Now they look at you as the queen. You're a chosen one, son. But I'm here to tell you the story. Okay, what's the story? The story is you're going to have to leave home. You're going to have to go into the wilderness. You go alone, and you go with God. And you go into the wilderness, and you start to figure it all out. And you perform at your finest in inopportune conditions. Now I could process so many things, now that the work is done, it will always be. I could come and spend time here And I cherish all of the moments, you know, when you go through that period where your life implodes, every aspect, boom, boom, boom. And it's very scary. But that which shall survive. You were being trained to be the king. You were being trained to be the queen. And all of these life experiences, right? You knew you needed to change. Your soul, right? The energy that's operating the body is telling you things, right? These energies that you feel. And you're stirring, there's something running in the back of your mind, and you know you have to get it done, you have to get it done. And it's very hard to concentrate on things, and you might go into fight or flight mode, and that's your soul, that's your spirit telling you, we have to get, and we have to go through this phase, we have to get to that next destination, we have to get this foundation, okay? You might get a taste, and a lot of you that have been part of this channel and community, you've seen that. We had a taste of what it can be, and then, okay, we know what it needs to do. Now we have to level it. Now we have to level it, go down to the floor, go below the floor, build a foundation, get the work done, get the real life experience, know the truth and know the bullshit, know it all. And then now, after you learn, because our everyday lives is our greatest teacher. Why don't you write it in the comments? Our everyday lives is our greatest teacher, okay? You're going to have to learn through firsthand experience. The truth cannot be told. It can only be realized. Okay, so I realized a lot of things. And now, you know, I could come back here and I view this, right? I view this every aspect. I had a lot of terrifying events. I had times I said, oh, I'm sick of this place. Oh, I need to get out of here. But now, once you've done everything, you come back and you come back as the king, as a leader. And now your friends, your family, and new people, they're gonna look at you, they're gonna listen to you, and now you are the authority. Okay, that's what I learned. I learned this sitting alone with God. Okay, there are people in this world, all right, that have great visions, right? They actually care. Listen, if it's your life, if you want to sit on the couch, you want to eat nachos and cheese on the couch, that's your life. But if you want greatness, if you want to break free, if you want true ascension, what does that mean? You have to raise your vibrational frequency to a higher level of yourself. And that's on you, son. That's on you, kid. You're going to have to break free at all. You're going to have to know. That's what God told me. I knew this intuitively, right? But this is the way the Matrix is designed. All right, I knew best all along. Right, but they're going to tell you you're full of yourself. They're going to confuse you. They're going to try to get you not to believe in your dreams. And I told many people today, you're going to have to, no matter what it is, you're going to have to believe in your dream, and you're going to have to not listen to anyone else. Okay, because people come and people go. Okay, and all you have to do is focus on moving in one direction. What's that, Uncle Mike? Raising your vibrational frequency, even if it's only by 1% per day. I keep going and I move in one direction and I keep focusing on that. And if people want to move in that direction, then they might catch up with you. They might come in and out of your life. But you ain't going backwards. You're going to keep moving forward. Then we go full circle. And I could already feel it already. But the time period now, there's so many things that need to be processed. And life is going to move very fast for a chosen one. Life is going to move very fast for people that are building, teaching, leading, that are ascending. Okay, I can't ascend for you. Sometimes I get a comment, ascend for me. No, yeah, I can't ascend for you. You're going to have to do it yourself. Okay, you might have stumbled across this message and you might agree with this. You're going to see the fake spiritual gurus, the fake spiritual BS. And that's I'm not painting with a broad stroke. These are things I always knew. I saw it. Okay, there's hard work and dedication for ascension. Okay, hit the like button if that resonates with you. Okay, and there's going to be people that think everything's a unicorn and rainbow, everything's quick manifestation. And I spoke to a beautiful woman today, and she said, wow, you are real life manifestation. It's our everyday lives. You need real life evidence of this stuff, okay? If this message is resonating with you, hit the subscribe button and take the journey of true ascension. I came out here and I was like, wow, like I started this and now I could reflect on all these things, knowing that the work is already done. And now everything is so much easier. The energy's flowing. You might be watching me. How many years you're watching our everyday lives? 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? And you can see how everything's flowing right now. You're gonna have to do work. You can't listen to the fake spiritual BS. You're gonna have to do work. You're gonna have to work it out with God. You're gonna have faith in God. You're gonna have to do your real manifestation. You see, real manifestation is at an intersection, right? The intersection of conscious thought and radical action. Okay? And your Uncle Mike keeps going. Everyone, 1,000 people, write it in the comments. Keep going. And because I kept going, and sometimes you don't even know, but I knew, like, you know, when God is your teacher, that's something that no one could ever take away from me. I sat, I studied, I go out, I process, I listen to God, I listen to my body. That's what differentiates a lot of people. There's the pretenders, and then there's the real ones, right? And I see them, and I shared this with you, right? I can see people walking around, people here, people there. You have to know laser pinpoint accuracy, and a lot of people on the journey, that's what I teach you all. And you're all going to do the same thing. You're going to have laser pinpoint accuracy, okay? And again, you could be empathic, you could put yourself in other people's shoes, but everyone is responsible for their own ascension. Period. Get up, son. Get up, kid. Follow me. Don't follow him. Take the journey together. When you start soaring and you do follow this energy that I didn't understand, and there is an energy, and it took me here, it took me there, and it held me. It said, you can't move. It's not time to move right now. I had to listen to these energies. And I know intuitively, I know by God, I know when it's time to do this and it's time to do that. There is no one way to ascend. And I'm being very honest with all of you. It might have taken your Uncle Mike a little bit longer to do the things that I had to do. But sometimes when it takes us a little bit longer, we look at all the details, right? Because I do thorough work, right? I wasn't overnight success with anything. I had to get my hands dirty. I had to get my feet dirty, right? I had to do these things. I started coming out here, right? This is my home, right? This is what I had, and I used what I had. And I was called to be here. It's a beautiful area, even though it's in the middle of the city. But you're going to have to listen. You're going to have to take the journey. Listen to your insides. And there's going to be a time, and you can't sit still. And you're going to have to leave your home. You're going to have to leave your home, kid. And if you had this experience, you let us know. And you go. And you study. And you learn through real life experience. And then you come back as the king or the queen of everyday life. You must leave your hometown. You must go alone with God. One season ends and the next season begins. I had all these feelings and I knew it was done. And if you watched the previous video, I knew that the work was done. And the heart opens up. And now I could sit here. I've sat with so many things that were not the nicest situation, but it's so beautiful to me because it was my everyday life. These were the people in my everyday life. These were the experiences, the events. You must survive it though. And when you do, that's on you. When you survive it, then you look back and you have so much love for everything. There's something waiting for you at the other side. You're gonna have to do the hard thing. For someone like me that never left his hometown, it was very difficult for me. You're gonna have to do the difficult thing sometimes. And it will work out the way that it needs to be. A new season has begun. Now, sometimes you go back, you get another chance, you go around the spiral, linear time, not real. timeline is actually a time spiral. Now we're back. A lot of you have been seeing this. You've been feeling this. You say, you know what? We went on to the wrong timeline. We spun around a couple of years. Now we came back. And now we get to have another chance to do everything even better than the first round, better than the second round. And guess what, Light Warriors? There is no finish line. You're going to have to just keep going. Wow. It's very, a lot of emotions, a lot of things that come up when you go through this true ascension journey. And I really hope that, especially if you're new, if this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button, take the journey. If you've been here for even back when I used to come out here and do these videos, world famous videos out here, beautiful. And this was the spot I chose. So we have a lot of interesting things that I have planned, and we're on to the next phase of our everyday lives. So I'm grateful for each and every one of you. You know, you make this journey so wonderful, and this channel and this community has been authentic, and it goes through the people. So if it resonates with you, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and hit that share button and share this video, because there's other people out there that want to stay motivated, that want to see real life evidence, to want to believe. You're gonna have to feel it, and then when you believe it, then you see it. You don't have to see it to believe it. You believe it, and then you see it. And I had these visions in my mind. And I didn't know how it was going to happen. I don't know how this is going to happen. How is this going to happen, God? How is it? It happens. It happens. So we go full circle, and there's still many stories to tell. I have a lot of stories to tell. So I hope you guys all take part of the next phase of our everyday lives. It's been a great journey, and I have so many things. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I always read the comments. We have so many things to go through. A lot of processing in the last week. A lot of processing, a lot of reflection, a lot of emotions. It's going to be a great next season of our everyday lives. I love you all, but there was one other thing I had to do. Oh yeah, I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, Light Warriors, just keep going. That's all I did, kid. Just keep going, and you'll find your path. And I love you all. I really do. It's I just appreciate you guys showing up every day, and we'll see where this journey takes us. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going, but it will be what it's supposed to be. And that's the mystery of life, the great journey that we're on, the true ascension journey. You'll find yourself while you're by yourself. Be alone with God. Be alone. That's where ideas are born. Nikola Tesla. Don't allow the chatter of the outside. Don't allow people that don't have your best interest in mind. Don't allow anyone to stop you from your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. I love you all very much. Now let's go on to the next chapter of our everyday lives. It's got a good ring to it, right?